All right, problem number 3, long wait times. So I've been to stores, I've watched transactions happen, and the activation process is a long one. There's just so much that has to happen in those transactions that no matter how fast your solution is, it's just a lengthy process. So I want you to just envision something for me for a moment. So imagine you're the customer and you walk into your store and there's the cash wrap, the traditional countertop that we have with desktop solutions. And that is always where the customers are lining up. So the first thing that I see when I walk into that store is this lineup. And that is a negative feeling. Instantly I'm thinking, how long am I going to have to wait? I'm exaggerating that time frame. I might even make the decision to walk out. And I'm sure everybody in this room has been in that position at some point. You see that line and you're like, nope, I'm out of here. So what would Stacy do? Well, we're not going to say that going mobile means necessarily that it's any faster to do an activation. But what you can do is you can use mobile tools to make that experience much better. And it's all about the perception. So we're going to talk about a few ways you can do that. So solution number 1. First, you're going to take away that countertop. You're going to take away all of those monitors. And now instantly, there's no place for your people to congregate in a line. So when I walk in as a customer, I'm not instantly thinking about this negative experience that, hey, I'm going to have to wait. There might be the exact same number of customers in your room that are waiting, but they're dispersed in your store. And when you think about that, instead of a customer standing there preserving their spot in line, guarding it, what are they doing? They're actually out in your store experiencing things. They're looking at your products. That's a way better experience for them than just standing there, tapping their foot, and just thinking, am I going to be late for this, or who knows? What we do recommend, though, if you're going mobile, is that you add in a greeter, or have some kind of wait time strategy. So you don't want to make sure that your customers that come in aren't feeling like they're getting lost because they don't have that wait line. So having somebody right there to say, hey, how's it doing? How you doing? What are you here for today? Are you here for an activation, a bill payment? And have that person coordinate that line instead of the people coordinating themselves into a line. So now that they're not standing there in a line, you want to think about this. What are they doing? So you can create a great environment for them. Give them some comfortable seating. Now that you don't have those countertops, you do have a different layout to work with. So you can get creative, you can have nice seats, you can even put in some charging stations and just make it a good experience. You can put in some cool things like maybe a virtual reality station or just anything to kind of make that wait great. There's a huge difference between, sitting down, charging my phone, maybe playing a game somehow, in comparison to me standing there in line. That is a huge difference. All right, so the next thing you can do to improve that wait, you can arm your reps with tools right in their hands to make that transaction go faster and improve it. So when you have RQ Mobile in your hands, you can help the customer around the store looking at products, and they already know that they're going to buy a phone today, so you can start getting their customer details pulled up while you're still helping them. Alternatively, with the desktop, you have to help them, and then you start it at the computer. So you can kind of make that go a little bit faster there. When you have other tools like Endless Aisle on an iPad right in their hands, this is empowering your sales rep with knowledge right at their fingertips. So if the customer has a question, they don't have to go leave to answer it potentially. They can start helping them right then and there. And you might even have the same information in your hands that they were looking at online. So it really starts to empower your people with helping to make those transactions go faster. Now, I do want to share with you an experience that I had recently. I was out shoe shopping, actually for this event. And I was already thinking about, mobile tools in store. How are they helping people? And I went into the shoe store and I grabbed a couple pairs off the wall. I sat down and the representative came to help me out. And I was like, can you get me my size in all of these shoes? And she picked them up, she scanned them with her device, and she instantly said, I have this one, I don't have this one, I have this one. And I was just blown away. So it was like, I had never seen that in a shoe store before, but it really changed the experience for me. When you think about what life was like before that, well, she would have gone to the back room, other customers could have bothered her, in that time frame. Maybe even coworkers in the back room were, hey, can you help me with this? By the time she's gone to the back, maybe she's forgotten which shoes I wanted, unless she carried all three with her. And it could have just taken her way longer to come back out there. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there, tapping my foot, waiting for them to come back. And she might even have to come back and say, sorry, I forgot which one that you had. So just something as little as that, changing it so she could tell me right away what she had in stock, it was just a total different experience for me. All right, so another thing you can do to improve that wait is you can give the customer something to look at. So one solution is you can have Endless Aisle running on a tablet. You can have it mounted right on the transaction table where you're sitting. So your representative could be busy doing the transaction, and your customer can be browsing through your product that's mounted right there.